So, this is Bandai's Action Base 6. Where's Action Base 1 through 5, you ask? Well, they're really old and nobody cares, so there's Action Base 6. Alright, so what you get is two bases that you'll need to construct yourself. Keep in mind throughout this review, they are designed for model kits. So like myself, if you're purchasing them for action figures in hopes that they are a cheap alternative, you might be able to make do, but I don't recommend, and you'll see why as we play around with some things. However, I haven't actually tested them with action bottle kits, so we're gonna find out today if they're worthwhile with Bandai bottle kits. So since I have some constructed, we don't need this anymore. Alright, so as you can see, not too bad with a female Marvel Legends figure. So that happens. You can see this anyway, it doesn't like to hold too much weight. And an action figure's pretty solid comparatively to, say, a Figure Eye Standard Angemon. Same size figure, but because it's a model kit, it's mostly hollow, and it's on there rather nicely. It's also in a peg, because he's a model kit. He can be in a peg, so I have him in a peg versus claw. Let's see. The claw go around his waist. Also, I find the claws on these are not very good. I've broken a few of them. This one actually. Yeah, even him, you can see he holds up way better there on the claw than what she did. Another example. Bo-Katan actually doesn't hold up too bad, although she is being held up by the. I stand corrected, as she does not. She does not stand very correct. Rip Bo-Katan. Okay, so now you know why I do not recommend these with action figures. Like I said, you can get them. You can get them in the right special poses, and they'll do what you want. They'll do what you want, but if you move them, they're not gonna do what you want. All right, let's. I guess for the sake of it, let's take a look at what a character looks like on. Oh, his web sling hands. Forgive me. But we'll pretend we have his web sling hands, and we'll put Spidey here in a web swing pose. Yeah, so for a lighter male Marvel Legends character, there we go. We got it up there. It's holding the pose, kind of better than I don't know. As soon as I moved those characters, they just died. They've been sitting on my shelf. I literally pulled them off the shelf on that stand, set them here, and as soon as I go to move them on camera, they die. These bases just fall for me. This is displaying kind of what I needed. You know, if they had worked perfectly, and with me saying I don't like them, that they're not good for action figures, and you guys not seeing why, I kind of look like a liar. But yeah, again, do not recommend for action figures. Well, yeah, recommend for smaller action figures. All right, check out the RX-78 Revive. Again, like I said, these are meant for model. They have the millimeter peg. There we go. Nice, that holds him up no problem. Yeah. But he's a pretty light boy. He is not. He's not giving this thing a run for its money. No, no, no. Gotta get somebody a little heftier. This is probably the biggest high grade mic. Anything bigger than this, we're trying wing master grade, I guess. And I don't think this thing will hold. I don't know if it'll hold this. I'll be surprised. Oh, no! I'm I'm sorry, Moon Gundam. I'm sorry. I should treat you better. I knew you couldn't do it. Still trying though. All right, so that one won't hold the Moon Gundam. How about with this setup? You see how we have her up on that? It's because you don't have to build them as tall. You can build them in any structure you like. So as well as putting the claw on or the peg, you can have them in different sizes. You can even do one. Really sure what you're putting on there with one, but see, that holds it better. So yeah, so you can use it there. It's just I with the weight, it's not. And honestly, I guess some of these black figures and legends will probably work better. Let's take a look. Let's see. Is that the issue? Other than the fact that the claws still suck. Like the claws you can't wrap them around. But the height on the thing just the problem. But yeah, it does work a little better with just the two. Still don't recommend figures. Again, I will link them below anywhere that I see them available. Yeah, so that's it. So Action Base 6. I recommend it for probably any 30-minute mission kits, any 30-minute mission sister kits. Potentially small, lighter weight, 6-inch figures. Definitely 3.75-inch figures. Your superhero retro collections, your Star Wars vintage collection, absolutely guarantee. I don't have any myself, but considering how they almost hold up these 6-inch figures, I think you're right in the money with that. And you to get them in decent flying poses, you wouldn't have to put them in the high the extension. You could do the 2 extension easily and have an issue. But yeah, I guess I have some other figurized kits I could start checking with, but I guess I think we got what we know. Like big honking boys like this, it's not gonna hold up unless you do it on a smaller one, and then you're restricted to what you can do with it. So I guess if you have big honking boys like that, pick up one of these Action Base 7s, which we'll talk about on another video. Alright, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to drop a like and subscribe. See you on the next one.